All right, settle in, fellow adventurers in the absurd. You thought your last vacation was interesting? If not, now we're about to embark on a journey so delightfully deranged, it'll make your passport do a double take. Forget those cookie-cutter destinations your Instagram feed is already clogged with. We're going deep into the weirdest corners of the globe, the kind of places that make you question reality, and maybe your own sanity for wanting to visit them. Get ready for a roller coaster of bizarre, from automotive artistry that's more art car than art, to islands populated by residents who are definitely not alive. Spoiler alert. Trust me, by the end of this, your travel bucket list will look less like a brochure and more like a page ripped from a fever dream. So picture this. You're driving through the vast, seemingly endless plains of Nebraska thinking, man, this is flat. And then, bam! Out of nowhere, a full-scale replica of Stonehenge, made entirely out of vintage American cars. I'm not talking pristine classics either. We're talking rusted out, stacked up, and lovingly, or perhaps haphazardly, painted gray automobiles. 39 of them to be exact, mimicking the iconic prehistoric monument. You've got to wonder what the neighbors think. Oh, just Bob again, stacking another 62 Cadillac on top of that Ford Pinto. Normal Tuesday. It's the kind of roadside attraction that makes you pull over, scratch your head, and maybe let out a chuckle. It's Americana at its most wonderfully weird. Okay, buckle up for a dose of genuine creepiness. Forget those cute little souvenir dolls. We're heading to an island near Mexico City that's basically a doll horror film come to life. Legend has it that the island's former caretaker, Don Julian Santana Barrera, started hanging dolls to appease the spirit of a young girl who tragically drowned nearby. Over the decades, this escalated. Now, the island is a macabre forest of thousands of decaying dolls. They're hanging from every tree, their eyes staring blankly. Many missing limbs are covered in grime. It's the kind of place that makes you feel like you're being watched by 1,000 silent plastic faces. I'd definitely bring a friend for this one, and maybe a therapist on standby. All right, from unsettling to just plain hairy. Deep beneath a pottery shop in the Cappadocia region of Turkey lies the Avanos Hair Museum. When I say hair museum, I mean a cave absolutely plastered with locks of hair. Thousands upon thousands of them, donated by women from all over the world. The story goes that it started decades ago when a local potter kept a lock of hair from a departing French friend. Apparently that sparked a trend. Now it's like a giant underground hairball exploded. Visitors who donate a lock get to leave their contact info, and every year 10 lucky donors win a free pottery workshop. So you could potentially leave with a new hairstyle on the wall and a free vase. Let's dial down the weirdness a notch and get a little introspective. The Museum of Broken Relationships in Zagreb, Croatia is exactly what it sounds like. A collection of personal objects and stories from, you guessed it, broken relationships. But don't expect just sad tales. You'll find everything from the poignant to the bizarrely funny. A discarded wedding dress, a rusty axe, I'm guessing that relationship ended dramatically. A jar of tears, literally a child's lost toy. Each item tells a story of love lost and lessons learned. It's a surprisingly moving and relatable experience. Who knew that your ex's collection of Beanie Babies could be so emotionally resonant? Okay, folks, if you have even a mild case of automatonophobia, that's a fear of human-like figures for those playing at home, you might want to look away for a minute. Vent Haven in Kentucky is home to hundreds upon hundreds of ventriloquist dummies. And let me tell you, they are everywhere. Lining the walls, sitting on shelves, staring with those fixed, painted smiles. It's like they're all waiting for their moment to come alive, and Well, I don't even want to think about it. It's a fascinating look into the world of ventriloquism. Sure, but also a prime example of something that is simultaneously intriguing and deeply unsettling. All right, let's cleanse our mental palate with something a little more edible. Japan, the land of innovation, has dedicated not one, but 2 entire museums to the humble cup noodle. Yes, that instant ramen that got you through late-night study sessions. Here, you can explore the history of this culinary marvel. See all the bizarre and wonderful flavors they've concocted over the years. Eel-flavored ramen? Anyone? And even create your very own personalized cup noodles cup. It's a celebration of a food that's both incredibly simple and incredibly iconic. Who knew instant noodles could be so museum-worthy? Okay, let's talk about adult themes. Jeju Loveland in South Korea is an outdoor sculpture park entirely dedicated to erotic art. We're talking over 140 sculptures depicting humans in various stages of, shall we say, intimacy. The park aims to be a place where people can openly and comfortably discuss sex and sexuality. It's definitely a unique and perhaps slightly awkward tourist attraction depending on who you're visiting with. Maybe skip this one with the grandparents? Just a suggestion. Now for something universally joyful and undeniably weird. A giant, bright yellow rubber duck that has been popping up in harbors all over the planet. Created by Dutch artist Florentine Hofmann, this colossal inflatable fowl is exactly what it sounds like. A gigantic rubber ducky. And honestly, what's not to love? It's pure, unadulterated whimsy on a massive scale. It's like someone took your childhood bath toy and supersized it for the entire world to enjoy. Ever feel like your life is a little topsy-turvy? Well, now you can visit a house that literally matches that feeling. Upside-down houses can be found in various locations, built with the roof on the ground and everything inside, well, upside down. Walking through one is a seriously disorienting experience. You'll be tilting your head and wondering which way is up. It's a fantastic spot for some truly mind-bending photos and a fun reminder that sometimes the most interesting perspectives come from flipping things on their head. And finally, we conclude our weird and wonderful journey in Italy with a destination that's not for the faint of heart. The Capuchin catacombs, most famously in Palermo, Sicily, are home to thousands of mummified bodies. These aren't just bones. These are fully clothed, remarkably preserved remains of Capuchin friars and prominent citizens dating back centuries. It's a fascinating, albeit slightly macabre, glimpse into history and burial practices. Definitely one to add to your unconventional afterlife tourism list. So there you have it, folks. 10 of the weirdest tourist attractions the world has to offer. Who needs another boring museum when you could be exploring a hair-covered cave or hanging out with thousands of mummified monks? Thanks for joining me on this wonderfully weird ride. Until our next adventure, stay curious and maybe a little bit strange.